Live from University Park, this is Nittany Talk. I'm your host, Hailey Miller, and tonight we'll bring you a special interview with the two presidents of the Derby comedy troupe, take you on an adventure to discover why Penn Staters love Panda Express, send it over to Sammy and Audrey with this week's issue of Weekday Update, and watch what happens when two a cappella groups compete against each other. But before we get started, let's hand it over to Anne and Max for a special musical performance.
I remember better days. I'd be like, hey boy, come on right around. You always met me there. We were young, we were dumb, yeah, we had a good run. But now I'm off that sling. Out in these streets, deleting what you mean to me. Then you pop back in my mind. I go back in time. It was the perfect night. Kissing you was raining purple skies in my room, me and you, baby. Ooh, I'm missing you. Yeah. I miss that feeling you would bring. I miss the way that you would make my sidekick blink and bling. I look at my fingers and think about rings. We had a good thing, but now I'm off that sling. Out in these streets, deleting what you mean to me. Then you pop back in my mind. I go back in time. It was the perfect night. Kissing you was raining purple skies in my room, me and you. Oh, I'm missing you. Oh, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 It was the perfect night. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was the perfect night. Kissing you was raining purple skies in my room, me and you. I'm missing you.
Today, our guests are presidents of the Derby comedy troupe, Kylie Putt and Kenzie Friedman. Girls, thank you so much for coming. Let's get right into it. So to start, can you tell me more about what Derby is and what its mission is?
Well, Derby is an all-woman and non-binary comedy troupe. We started a couple years ago, and we basically do different forms of comedy like sketch, improv, stand-ups, things like that.
It's a really, really great place for people who have kind of never really done comedy, want to branch out into something new, or for people who are looking for a nice, safe space open community on campus, and it's really grown to be something that's so amazing, and it's a great outlet too for all of these people that are creative but aren't always in creative majors or creative roles.
So literally any major can join?
Yeah,
Literally
that is
anyone. I never even did comedy before I joined Derby,
Really?
and now I'm the president, so
Wow.
anyone can do it.
See, anyone can join. So
Fake it till you
anyone,
make it.
yeah, anyone watching, join Derby. Like, it sounds amazing. So can you tell me more about each of your roles and what you do day to day?
So we're co-presidents. So we kind of function like normal president, vice president. But we're basically in charge of making sure that our rehearsals and everything run smoothly. We usually have weekly practices where we practice improv, sketch, anything else that we're working on. And yeah, we'll also like film some stuff usually. If it's not with telecom, then we'll film some stuff on our own and put it together. So we have a good variety of things that we get into.
Yeah. And also we have, I don't know if you said this, we have shows once a month. So we're doing a lot of kind of like prepping for the shows, going over the shows, everything, obviously having the shows, and then debriefing and everything, kind of just like doing it over and over again.
And how did you guys get involved in the first place?
I joined through my freshman year roommate who had joined, and I had originally thought, like many, that it was a roller derby club because the name can kind of be misleading. But once she explained that it was like a comedy thing, and I went to one of the shows, and I just thought it was a lot of fun seeing them have fun. And I went to some of the meetings, and it felt very welcoming. And I always describe it as like us just kind of goofing around, and like we all kind of have the same sense of humor, so we're able to just kind of goof around and still be able to like do it for our club.
Yeah, I would definitely second everything that Kylie said. For me, I didn't join until my sophomore year. I had seen Derby at an involvement fair my freshman year, and I was just so interested in it. I was like, oh, like women's comedy, that seems like fun. My mom is always nagging me. She's like, you should join improv. You should do improv. I'm like, okay, girl.
I love the support.
Yeah,
I love the
right?
support. Yeah.
And now I'm here. So it clearly works. But so I just started going to some meetings my freshman or sophomore year, and I just kind of fell in love with it. Everyone in it was so great. It was so welcoming. And I also really, really like to yap, and I like to talk a lot, and I'm a Leo. I like the attention on me.
You're in the right place then. You're in the right place.
I kind of really didn't mind it. And it was just like a good kind of like creative outlet.
And you said anyone from any major could join. So
yeah.
What are your majors and how do they play a role in Derby?
I'm actually an art history major. I always say that it's like kind of hand in hand, especially since I'm right now working as a museum guide at the Palmer on campus.
Okay.
So I kind of treat those tours and stuff like my own little stand-up. Because it's obviously there's a lot of dark things in art and art history, but there's also a lot that you can laugh about and joke about. And so I think I've taken that like improv and stage kind of presence with me to giving tours at the museum.
I think it's so interesting. Like Kylie just shows like how different everyone is. Like we have engineering majors, we
really?
have
Wow.
like finance, we have everything you could think of. So I'm advertising. And so, I mean, there's that communication aspect of it, and it's like good communication skills and presentation skills. Like you would not believe like how kind of hard it can be sometimes to get up on that stage and get up in front of so many people, and then how helpful it can be in your actual day-to-day life. I also like ever since I joined improv, I kind of realized how important improv can be in your day-to-day life and like solving problems, working with the team, because you kind of really just have to let go. Like I can be a control freak sometimes, and in a scene, like you don't know what's going on, you can't be a control freak at all. So I kind of just, and it's so fun, and it's so fun to see the success that can come from it. So because you know improv is all about yes and so I've just like took that yes and put it into my life too.
And you've talked about the improv and the shows. So can you go more in depth about some of the shows you've performed this year?
Yeah, so we do shows about once a month, and we usually put them on in the Carnegie Cinema. And we'll do a variety of things for those. We usually incorporate a sketch or two that we write throughout the month. And then we usually have individual performers doing stand-up. But then we have a variety of improv games that we kind of pick and choose from, and have different players that come and perform those as well. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And we always like to have a different theme for all of our shows, so that kind of can dictate like what types of games we play, what types of sketches we write. So like this year we had like a dreaming of Derby, we had Derby date night. So we like to do kind of like something like that. One time we did home Durbo.
I saw this on the Instagram.
We did like a construction theme, home Durbo. So we came up with that first. Home Depot took it
I love
from
the
us.
creativity.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing.
And then we also got an amazing opportunity to collaborate with a telecommunications class in the comm school.
That is so cool.
So that was so amazing. And it was so fun. So they put on an entire show for us. We had it in the Belisario atrium, and it was just such a big success. And it was so fun to kind of do something more professional for our last show of the year. And so we've been collaborating with them for a few years, and it's just been so fun every year.
So do you guys have any more shows before the end of the year?
Unfortunately, we don't. We had our last show was our telecom show because we have a little Derby field trip planned for the end of the year.
Yeah. So I saw that Derby just recently celebrated its 7th birthday. What did you guys do to celebrate for that?
Oh yeah,
that's actually perfect because that's what our trip is. Is kind of the celebration. So we're taking a trip to Jamestown. There's the National Comedy Center.
And
so they have a lot of interactive exhibits and things that you can do and like different workshops. So we're going to be going there for a weekend, doing some joke writing and different things like that.
That's awesome. You guys are going to have so much fun, I'm sure. Like, you are all going to love it. So Kylie, you're graduating this year. What is something you're taking from Derby or just Penn State in general?
Definitely the confidence. I know for a fact that freshman year me would not be here or like doing anything with Derby if it wasn't for like that initial like spark of confidence that I got from it. And it's definitely led me to like positions like being co-president and everything. So I'm definitely grateful for that. And I'm definitely looking to continue that into wherever I go next.
And Kenzie, I'm sure you're going to miss Kylie so much. You guys seem like you have such a great friendship. So I want to know, are there any big plans for Derby next year that we should like stay tuned for?
Oh, everyone should always stay tuned for what Derby's up to because you never know what's around the corner. But definitely loads more shows, alumni shows, so we can see people like Kylie come back.
She's coming back.
Exactly. She's not gone. Alumni shows, hopefully another telecom show. We've been talking about wanting to do maybe some workshops so that people who are interested in comedy but might not want to perform can still come and learn about it, come and learn about improv. So we're going to be out here. We're going to be at the involvement fair, summer, fall, everything. So I'm excited for everything that's to come with Derby. It's just always changing and always great.
Everyone's got to check this out. Like, if I was funnier, I would join, but I'm not that funny, so I won't join. But I'm gonna support you guys, and I'm gonna check out a show. So, some rapid fire questions for you guys. What is your favorite part of Derby? It could be anything.
The people. That's a cop out, but I'm gonna say the people because they're all truly like great, and we all just like get along so well, and it's always so much fun just hanging out with them and everything.
I would definitely say the people first, and then second I might have to say the attention. I love being on stage. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's not a bad problem to have. Like everyone loves attention. Are you kidding me? So what is your favorite performance you guys have ever done?
Oh my God.
I'm sure there's so many.
Yeah, we actually had the chance last year. We had the chance to work with PSU Presents, and they put on a comedy, late night comedy thing where they brought in comedians. And so we actually got to open for Marcelo Hernandez from SNL.
You're kidding.
And it was very fun. We got to meet him and everything. He was very nice.
I'm so jealous.
And it was like the biggest stage that we got to like perform on in front of a lot of people. Wow. And it was, we'd love to do that, something like that again, where we get to open for a well-known comedian or something.
Yeah.
Would you say the same?
That was amazing. He hugged me after the show, so not to...
I would have a fangirl moment, totally.
It was a lot of fun. We got to sit first row and everything, too. So I would probably say that, or we got to travel to Pittsburgh and work with Carnegie Mellon at a improv festival they hosted last year. And so we got to perform with kids from other colleges and do improv with other people from Pittsburgh, and it was just that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have all these performances. Do you have any pre-performance rituals? Anything in particular you guys like to do?
Yeah, we definitely do like a lot of warm up, especially for improv. You need to be like ready and thinking on your feet. We do a game called Mind Meld where we kind of just start by like, I don't think we have time to do it.
3, 2, 1, TV.
TV. Oh! So yeah, the aim of the game is to say words until you eventually get to the same word. And it's basically just making you think on your feet and start like just like jumping in and getting ready to like get in that space.
I like that. And lastly, who is your favorite comedian?
John Mulaney.
Oh, that's
Classic.
a good one.
Classic.
I kind of love Melissa McCarthy.
Okay.
She has somewhere deep down in my heart.
Those are two great answers. And unfortunately, that is all the time we have. I want to thank Kylie and Kenzie so much for coming out. It's been so great getting to know you guys more. So now let's take a trip down to the hub to see what some Penn Staters love about Panda Express.
My name's Cameron Hervey, and I like Panda Express. They always have good customer service. I feel like the people who are taking your orders, like they kind of know. You know, I often struggle with the names of some things because I can't remember what I get in my bowls sometimes. So if I'm asking someone like, "What's the cheese thing?" they would like be like, "Oh, you want this?" I'm like, "Yes." And I also like the smells. Like that's one big thing for me. Like the smell of Panda is just like fresh rice, fresh noodles. Like you can smell the orange chicken, and it's amazing. It's such like it makes your mouth water when you're standing in the line. Overall, Panda Express is just a really nice place, great environment, amazing smelling food, amazing tasting food, and just a good way to end my week is to have some delicious Asian food. So that I look forward to at the end of all my classes.
Welcome back to Weekday Update. I'm Audrey Keller.
And I'm Samantha Pa. Conspiracy theorists are saying last week's 4-minute woman empowerment trip to space was fake. Women? Faking it? What? No. I mean, I'm not sure why we're blaming the woman here. I mean, it's a classic tale of the man's rocket not launching and the woman covering it up to protect his ego.
This year, Easter Sunday and 420 fell on the same day, which means stoners and Christians will finally have something in common. Spending the day contemplating a guy who came back from the dead. Have fun.
And they all look alike. As you all know, Easter was this past Sunday, and mall Easter bunnies made a comeback for the season. Personally, I am forever thankful I never had to go take pictures with the scary costume guys, but after being a costume character myself, yes, that is me, yes, I know the pain these guys go through. It's painful. And I wanted to take a moment to thank all of these people for taking one for the team. Especially this guy.
Oh, no. Donald Trump was caught on a hot mic saying that he wants homegrown criminals, aka felons with U.S. citizenship, to be sent to prison in El Salvador. Well, got one right here.
Just hours before his death, Pope Francis met U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance. And I don't want to draw any conclusions, but I mean, he did also break the college football trophy last week. But no, on a real note, I'm very sad about the Pope passing. He made a lot of great change. And this means that Trisha Paytas has another royal baby. I really thought it would stop with the Queen reincarnating as Malibu Barbie, but no, we're going to have the Pope reincarnated as G.I. Joe Paytas.
Ryan Gosling is set to star in a new Star Wars movie called Star Wars Starfighter. A lot of stars. It will take place 5 years after the last movie and focus on a new story. Guys, did you know you can stop making Star Warses? To Sean Levy and Sammy, for your last joke, I beg, let them rest.
Well, that's all the time we've got at the desk tonight. I'm Samantha Paw.
And I'm Audrey Keller.
Have a great night, Penn State.
Congratulations to you two groups for making it this far in the riff-off. Now it's time for the finale. First up, the Sexy Sinatras. Pick from the bag of mystery.
Songs with the word baby in the title.
We could work with that. Frank, give me an E.
Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark, mama shark doo doo.
Scary Aries, take it away.
Doop, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-doop.
Santa
Ba-doop,
baby,
ba-doop,
slip a sable
ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-doop.
tree for
Ba-doop,
me.
ba-doop,
Bend it off of the
ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-doop.
girl, Santa
Ba-doop,
baby. So
ba-doop,
hurry down the chimney
ba-da-da-da-da-da-doop.
tonight.
Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-da-da-da-da-da-doop.
Sexy Sinatras.
Baby, 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 oh, like baby, 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 oh, like baby.
Back to you, Scary Aries.
Papa, don't preach. I've been losing sleep, but I made up my mind. I'm keeping my baby. Ooh,
Sorry. That song says the word baby, but it's not in the title. You are.
Cut off.
I'm sorry, but you are now one more loss away from elimination. At least you get to start this next round. The bag's all yours.
Kendrick songs about Drake.
Gotta do what the paper says.
We've got this.
I see dead people. Mustard on the beat, bleep.
Hey, mustard on that beat, bleep. Say Drake, I hear like I'm young. You better never go.
Sexy Sinatras, let's hear it.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. It
Takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive.
Scary Aries, go for it.
Them superpowers getting neutralized, I can only watch in silence.
The famous actor we once knew looking paranoid and now spiraling.
Sexy Sinatra, back to you.
I've emptied the clip over friendlier jabs. You mentioned my seed, now deal with his dad. I gotta go bad. I gotta go bad.
Guys. That is a Drake song about Kendrick, not a Kendrick song about Drake. What is this, amateur hour? You are cut off. But that means we have been led to a draw. You know what that means.
Sudden death.
You all know the rules. I will pick out of the bag, say our topic, and the first team to start singing will go. One fail and you're
Cut off.
Songs About Phones by
I'm on a payphone trying.
Drake.
You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love.
Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love.
And I know when that hotline bling,
That can only mean one thing.
ever since I left the city, you.
Sexy Sinatra's your turn.
Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone?
Who?
Who's calling my phone?
Who?
Who's calling my phone?
Is it Stacy?
Is it Becky?
Is it Keisha?
Is it Hailey?
It's a party where the function.
Send the Addy.
That's a wrap for tonight. On behalf of all of our crew and talent, we thank you so much for joining us this evening for this week's episode of Nittany Talk. I've been your host, Hailey Miller, and we will see you all again next week.
Good night.
Good night, Penn State!
Shit, I went too early.